I'm James Carton, I'm a consultant and I work for Deloitte. In terms of studying for the qualification, there are two key strands that you need. One of which is that you need 3 years of relevant work experience. That's the minimum that you can qualify. The second one is exams, so professional exams. Typically 12 exams over 3 levels. Most consulting firms, and I know Deloitte definitely do, you're supported across your studies. I guess another point of emphasis for students is that you don't have to come from a business or an economics background. It's very open. We get people from science, people from engineering. There's a real mix across the CIMA qualification. Three key skills. So the first being interpersonal skills. So consulting by its nature, it's a front office role. You're dealing with clients, dealing with project teams, and just dealing with people on a daily basis. And it's important, A, that you can get on with them, B, that you're likable, you can build a client relationship, and C, that you can convey your message across. Two would be more of a mindset, it would be an open-mindedness, or I suppose a problem-solving mindset, with the idea being that consulting every day isn't the same. What you see aren't typical problems, and very often there aren't, I guess, one clear solution. And you have to be willing to look at the facts and piece together a solution for what you feel is the best option. And then 3, although it's probably cliched, is technical skills. So be it if you're in finance, technology, strategy, there are frameworks, models, particular either, say, software solutions, finance, you might need to be a qualified accountant, to A, be able to interact with the client on an even level, and B, to be able to carry out your job in I suppose, the most effective way. About 3 years, so 3 years for the experience, but the exams themselves, there's no time limit in terms of how long you can take. So very often you might see students taking 3.5 to 4 years, depending on A, how quick they want to go through them, B, the support that they're getting from the firms, and C, just I guess their aptitude to the subjects themselves. The skills themselves, the technical ones I wouldn't worry too much about. You'll learn them on the job. The one thing to do in college is become personal. Maybe do some extracurriculars, be able to present yourself, get on well with people. That's the nature of the business. And then I wouldn't necessarily call it a skill, but the one thing I'd recommend to every first year is to do your homework and to start looking early. Get an idea of what the firms do, what firms maybe you would like to join, the cultures in each firm, the specific service line maybe you would like to join within the consulting industry. And the idea being that when you come along to the interviews, that you're well prepped, and that tends to really shine through, is that the students that are the most interested and that really have done the homework tend to be the most successful come graduate recruitment. The doors are kind of limitless in some aspects. I mean, one, first of all, it's a recognised qualification, it's an accountancy qualification, and as such, it tends to open the doors that these qualifications do. So very often you'll see CIMA members in positions of management, the head of finance teams, the head of finance functions. Another option would be to almost do a 180 in your career. So very often see maybe people in corporate finance. I know a few people as the head of charities, with the idea being that, yeah, you're not using it on a day-to-day basis, but you can interact with finance teams, you understand how the businesses work.